right, Becky. I understand that you're having some problems in your current relationship, and I would like for you to tell me a little bit more about what's going on.
Well, I'm with this really great guy named Jack. We've been together about 6 months. Um, things things are going good, but I don't know. It's like our relationship in the bedroom isn't what it used to be. I'm just not feeling it anymore.
Okay. Is there any changes that have happened here recently that could be contributing to this?
Well, I mean, as far as like changes in the bedroom, no, nothing's really changed. I don't know, I'm just starting to feel a little uneasy.
Okay. Um, how are you feeling that your sexual desire has changed? Has it diminished or has it gotten more? I mean,
It's diminished, like drastically diminished.
okay. How are your previous relationships?
Previous relationships didn't last very long. Um, they were, I guess you could say they were just, I've had a lot of sexual relationships, but that was about it. It wasn't anything as far as, talking about a future or anything like that. So, Jack is talking about wanting to get married and, you know, have like a family type unit going, and I'm all for that, but it's just, I don't know, things are just starting to get a little uneasy for me.
So is it the talk of the family and getting in a relationship? Is that what's making you uneasy?
I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's really that, or if it's, that I'm scared of having the relationship. I mean,
How was your relationship growing up? Or how was your parents' relationship when you were growing up?
it was not good at all. My mother was severely physically abused almost on a daily basis. Um, I was abused as a child by her husband, and this went on for a couple of years. And I was afraid to say anything about it because I was threatened and I was afraid of what would happen to my mom if I said anything. So yeah, it was not a good relationship at all.
And this was a stepfather that came in and did this to you.
Yes.
So do you think that maybe having a potential stepfather coming into the house, do you think that might have something to do with the way that you're feeling right now?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's because I have two boys, and I think I'm kind of worried that what happened to me is going to happen to them.
Okay, what are some of the things that you think that you could do to feel better about having Jack around the boy?
Well, I think my trust for men around my kids is a big thing. I think that's probably a lot of the reason why I haven't really had big relationships that have lasted more than a month at most, because I'm afraid of anybody getting close to my kids, because my stepfather got close to me and then look what happened to me. So I think if I could get my kids more contact with Jack, with me around, to where I can see everything, I would hope that would help me feel better, but at the same time, I'm still scared.
That's understandable because that's a very traumatic thing to go through as a child. And I can understand your fear of the same thing happening to your children again. At this point in time, do you let Jack have any interaction with the kids alone?
No.
That's something that I'm glad that you're being on guard situation, you're having a lot of trust issues because your trust that you had as a child for your parents was completely broken by a stepfather. And so one thing that you're going to have to do is be able to do things that are going to build trusting, safe relationships. So maybe you can start doing more things with Jack and the boys together as a family unit. You need to also, you know, discuss with Jack some of the things that you're feeling. Does he know about the things that happened to you in your past?
No. I haven't told him because I'm afraid that he's going to look at me wrong or get scared off.
Why do you feel like he would be scared off?
Well, because I think, Jack has gotten to the point where he can pretty much read me like a book whenever I say something. So I kind of worry if I was to bring it up that I was abused as a child by my stepfather, that he would kind of key into the idea that maybe I'm nervous about the possibility that he would do something like that to my kids. And I worry that he would be like, well, no, I'm not going to deal with something like that.
Okay, you need to try to discuss those things with him, and maybe something that you could do is for yourself in order to gain, more trust and more self-esteem, because I know that that's part of your self-esteem now. One thing that you can do is go to group therapy. We have a group therapy in place right now for women who have gone through sexual abuse as children, and I think that you would greatly benefit from that. I also think that I want to hear a little bit more about what's going on with you and Jack in the bedroom. When you're actually in the act of the sexual intercourse, how do you feel like he feels like there's something there that you're holding back? Has it affected your relationship that way?
Yes, because at first, like I said, everything was good, but it's almost like when we're having sex, it's almost like I space out because sometimes I feel like I'm doing something wrong, and I try to kind of detach myself from the act just to kind of, I guess in my mind, get it over with. And I think he's starting to feel that I'm not feeling it, and he's wondering if something's wrong with me, if maybe I'm upset with him, or and it's becoming a problem.
Well, and that's because this problem here is not just an individual problem; it is a couple problem because it's affecting you and it's affecting him. One thing that I would like to see if we could possibly do, I don't know if Jack would be open to coming into a session with you, but I would like for him to come in, and I would like for him to, tell me a little bit more about how he's feeling also. But one thing that I want you to try to do, along with him, is I want you to, do more safe touch stuff. And when I say safe touch, so that you can start building that custom relationship with him in more ways than one, is, do more of the holding hands, kissing, caressing, just basic hugging, and try to avoid, too much sex, or sexual activities right now. And try to build on those kinds of intimate moments and see how your sexual desire, if that can kind of bring up some of that diminished desire in you. And also, if you come in next, we'll give it 2 weeks, see how that works. If he'll come in with you, we can talk more about practicing sensate focus. It's more of a pleasuring each other sensually, but not by touching genitals or anything like that. It's just more sensual touch, and that also will help in that diminished sexual desire. Will help, in order for you to be able to feel more comfortable in the bedroom and not feel so detached. So you don't feel like you're just going through an act, and he will also understand more about what you're going through if you can, get him in here and let him discuss some of the issues that he feels like he's having
Mm-hmm.
with the issues that you are having.
Okay.
So I would like for you to come back in 2 weeks and let me know how this has worked for you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.